Gonna spread my wings, gonna learn to fly again. I've had that song stuck in my head for the past, like, I don't even know, while, I guess. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my January favorites, which if you don't know what a favorites video is, I'm just going to be talking about the products that I've been loving in whatever month it is, and this one is obviously going to be January. I know it's going up, today's February 5th, but say as long as it's in like a week of when the first of the month is, we're good. We're good. Alright, so let's jump right into it. So the first one I'm going to be talking about is the FREEMAN Feeling Beautiful Charcoal Black Sugar and Mud Mask, which looks like this. And basically it's like a pretty standard charcoal mask. You just apply it, let it dry, and then you wipe it off. First reason why I like it is that I've been kind of having some hormonal breakouts recently, which you can probably see from my previous tutorials. I've like been going in first with concealer just to make sure that they get covered up. I mean, hormonal is really the only thing I can think of because like my skincare really hasn't changed at all. But this stuff has really been helping out with that. So yeah. And plus it's only like $5 from Ulta, so pretty affordable, and you get 6 fluid ounces, which is a lot. So the second item I want to touch on is this Yes to Coconut Hydrate and Restore Ultra Hydrating Facial Moisturizer. And the reason I picked this up is because with it getting colder outside, my skin has been getting kind of dry in certain areas, like sometimes like across my forehead, my nose, and then right around my chin. And so I just put this on so that my skin doesn't get overly dry. Although I do have oily skin, I find that this really helps clear out the dryness. So yeah. Okay, so I guess this is kind of a skincare item. Kind of a makeup product, I don't really know, but it's the Benefit Browvo Conditioning Primer, and it does, like, it's an eyebrow primer. I don't necessarily like it to prime my eyebrows, but this stuff has saved my eyebrows from not looking too thin or sparse. Over the past while, I've been really struggling with growing out my eyebrows. It just like, it takes forever. I didn't really find that anything worked, but so far this has worked the best out of all the like products I've tried. So and all I do is I just comb it through my eyebrows before bed, and it's just really helped with growing out my eyebrows and filling in some of those sparse areas. So yeah, wanted to give this a little shout out. Okay, so the next item I want to talk about is this Covergirl Outlast All Day powder, and I picked this up probably sometime in January, I think, and I at first was kind of like on it, like I didn't love it, I didn't hate it, but the more I've used it, the more I found that it really does a great job of setting my face. I set my eyeshadow primer with it, and yeah, it just does a really good job with setting my face, and it is like, it's a really like thick and kind of like creamier almost powder. It's pretty soft, and so I would think that if you have dry skin, I wouldn't necessarily suggest this because it's pretty heavy on the skin, but I think if you have more oily skin, this is something that you would really like. So yeah. Okay, so the next item I want to talk about, which I didn't really think I was going to like it, just because I tried a similar product in the past and I wasn't super impressed with it. But this is the Maybelline Dream Cushion Foundation, and I have mine in the shade 10, which is the lightest shade. And I mean, it's a cushion foundation. And the other one that I tried that I didn't really like was the L'Oreal one, and it's like their Lumi cushion, and I should have known not to try it because like it's meant to be a very hydrating and luminous product, which for me it's like I already have oily skin, like why would I want to add to it? Sorry, I thought my dad was knocking on the door. What was I even saying? Oh yeah, the L'Oreal cushion foundation, I just found like it didn't really have a whole lot of coverage. It was very dewy, and so it just did not work for me. But this Maybelline one is actually like, it has a lot of coverage on it. I'm wearing it today, and I would say it has probably about a medium coverage. Like it's not super full, but you can build it up, which I like. So this is really perfect for someone who you know, if you're just like a student and you want some coverage to your foundation but not anything too heavy, this is really great. I think it has a matte finish to it, not like super matte, but definitely like a I guess demi matte. So I think even if you have maybe dry skin, you might still like this. But I wouldn't necessarily set it with any powder. The next one I want to talk about is, I think it's kind of a dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. And it is the Ulta Full Coverage Concealer, and it is waterproof. I have mine in the shade Light Cool, and so it looks like this. And it's a very thick concealer. Like it's almost kind of whipped a little bit, but it's not like too thick or too thin, which I really like, because I find that most drugstore / affordable concealers are more on the light to medium coverage, which once I tried the Tarte Shape Tape, I can't go back. Like it's so full coverage, which I like because it just covers up all of my dark circles and it covers up a lot of blemishes. But I found that this really does a great job as well. And so if you're wanting to try the Tarte Shape Tape but you don't want to dedicate to spending, I think it's like $24, I would try out this one first. I think this one's about $10 and it does a really great job. So yeah, I would give this a little look if you're curious. So I have two more products to talk about, and the first one I want to mention is the TooFaced Shadow Insurance Glitter Glue. I've used this a lot in a lot of my videos for when I use shimmer eyeshadows. I've had this for a while, like it's in their older packaging, and I mostly just used it for glitter, but I find that this just does a really great job of packing on really shimmery eyeshadows, because sometimes like if you apply it with your finger, it'll give you a little bit better coverage than like with a brush, but I don't always like to apply eyeshadow with my fingers, so just makes the shimmer eyeshadows really like lock down into place and not move around when you're blending. So yeah, I really like this. And then the last product I want to talk about is something that when it first came out, I didn't like it like at all. I thought it was really bad, but I kept it anyways. And it is the Maybelline Brow Precise Fiber Volumizer, and I have mine in the shade Soft Brown. And again, this was a product that I didn't like at first because I thought that the applicator was super weird and it was just like really thick, and like that's just why I didn't like it. And once I have like, since I've been using the Benefit primer to help like grow out and thicken my eyebrows, like there wasn't as many sparse areas and stuff, and again like my eyebrows were just looking fuller. And I just tried this the other day and I found it looked really good. with my eyebrows just by itself, because it kind of like made them like a little bit darker and a little bit more full. And so I think this is a product that you would really like if you have already pretty thick eyebrows and you just want to add like a little something to like keep them in place, maybe add a little bit to them if you have a couple sparse areas. Like today I used this along with one other product just to fill them in, and like you can see, like I didn't use very much of the other product, just to like fill in like the inner corners of my eyebrows, since those are the most sparse. So yeah, I think this is really great for someone who just wants to fill in their eyebrows a little bit but doesn't want to like go full out bold eyebrows. So yeah. Okay guys, so that is all of my January favorites. Hopefully you guys found this interesting, or maybe you want to try one of these products out in the future. So I believe that's all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!